All right, so we just finished that insane problem. Let's do one more. Okay, here we are. I know. So just stay calm. It's going to be fine. First thing we do, common denominator. All right, if you notice something on this, d minus 5, I'm going to write it down and then I'll end up deleting it, but watch. D minus 5 times d plus 5. When we multiply it all out, we're going to get d squared plus 5d minus 5d minus 25. These guys cancel, okay? And we get d squared minus 25. So he can be written as d minus 5, d plus 5. So that's really the common denominator here. D minus 5, d plus 5. All right, so let's write that down. Common denominator. D minus 5, d plus 5. All right, and then we need a domain. Okay, and so to get the domain, you set each of those, you set the denominator equal to 0. And then d minus 5 equals 0, d plus 5 equals 0. So when I add 5 on both sides, I'm going to get 5. And when I subtract 5 on both sides, I get negative 5. So for our domain, d cannot equal plus 5, and it cannot equal negative 5. So that's our domain. D cannot equal plus 5 or minus 5. Okay, so here we are. We have 32. I'm going to write this denominator as d minus 5, d plus 5, because that's what that really is right there, equals 2 plus 4, and then we have d minus 5, d plus 5. All right, and we need all the denominators to be the exact same. So this is already d minus 5, d plus 5. This has a d minus 5, so I need to multiply by a d plus 5 on the top and the bottom. And so this has a d minus 5, and so I need to multiply by d, this has a d plus 5, sorry, so I need to multiply by a d minus 5 on the top and the bottom. All right, don't cancel, but everything in the denominator is the exact same, so it goes away. So what I have here is 32 equals 2d plus 5 plus 4d minus 5. That's way better, this guy, than this crazy fraction, or even in this insane fraction. All right, so now let's distribute. So we get 32 equals 2 times d is 2d, 2 times 5 is 10, 4 times d is 4d, 4 times 5 is negative 20. All right, I'm going to write that down. And you're going to see that even though this problem started out looking like it was going to be the hardest one that we did, it will actually end up being the easiest one, okay, that we've done out of the 3 of these. So I'm going to go to the next page and finish solving it. I'm going to write down what I just wrote down. 32 equals 2d plus 10 plus 4d minus 20. All right, I need to combine like terms. So the d's can talk, and the numbers, the constants can talk. So 32 equals 2d plus 4d, 6d. 10 plus negative 20 is negative 10. And so if you wanted, you can write plus negative 10, or you can just write minus 10. Either way. So in this problem, we don't have a d squared and a d. All we have is a d. So since we just have d, we want it to equal a number, and we want d by itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this 10. So we don't need to factor. We're not going to set it equal to 0 and factor. We're going to get d out by itself. So those cancel. And we get 32 plus 10 is 42 equals 6d. We're going to divide by 6. And we get d equals 42 divided by 6 is 7. All right, let's compare that to our domain. We got our answer was 7. Our domain, hang on, this guy, like jumped out. Oh, Go back in your spot. This was our domain and stuff. Our domain said it cannot equal 5 or negative 5. We got 7. So nothing funny happens, and that's just our final answer. So not that bad. I know it starts off really hard, but if you make sure that everything has the common denominator and then fill in what's missing, then the denominator will cancel and you'll end up with a linear function. Then you can simplify. Let's go back to our steps. Okay, common denominator, find the domain, so what like the number cannot equal, and then make sure everything has that domain. Then we'll simplify or delete the denominator. We solve it and we have to check against the domain because sometimes something will cancel. But that's everything for solving rational equations, right? And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.